Marcerelian Romero says, can you ask this question? When is Jesus coming back?
Marcerelian, look, I wish I had more to answer this question with, but the short and long answer for this question is that nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If someone says they know, they don't know. The Bible says it. The Bible says that nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's the answer. Look, I'm gonna put screen video verses on this screen and show you. Like there is no. The Bible says no one has the answer. Matthew 24:23. Then if anyone says to you, "Look, here is Christ," or "There he is," do not believe it. So, I mean, that says, Jesus says these words. This is Jesus talking. Matthew 24:36. But concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only. So Jesus doesn't even know. Jesus doesn't know when he's coming back. I guess God the Father's like, hey, it's time to go back. And it's like, okay, let's ride. And Matthew 24:44. Therefore you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. No one is going to expect this. So all these things like 2016 end of the world, or I don't know, what were the 2000, or there's like a million dates that were thrown out there. So like, hey, this is when the end of the world is. This is when Jesus is coming back. The straight answer is that's for sure not going to be the date that Jesus is coming back. So if someone tries to predict, or does try to predict a particular date, you know for sure that Jesus is not coming on that date because of these verses in the Bible that Jesus himself says. Now, I'm going to read one last verse because I think it's really interesting and important to know about the return of Jesus. And this is the end of that Matthew passage. And he's talking, he gives like a parable. And he's of masters and servants. And here it starts in verse 48 of chapter 24. But if that wicked servant says to himself, my master is delayed, saying, like if people on earth saying, oh, Jesus is not coming back, he's delayed. My master is delayed, and begins to beat his fellow servants and eats and drinks with drunkards. That means if he's sinning. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at the hour he does not know, and will cut him in pieces and put him with the hypocrites. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Dang, man. So he's saying, like, if you're saying that Jesus is not coming back, if there's someone out there who's saying, and there's a lot of people I think, Jesus is not coming back, there is no such thing, and I'm going to eat and drink with drunkards and beat my fellow servants and like punch them and stuff like that and act sinfully. Jesus is saying, I'm coming back and no one's going to expect it. I'm going to cut you into pieces. That is some gangster move. That's a gangster move right there, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not know Jesus like is El Chapo, right? What is going on, man? He's going to cut him up into pieces. Al Capone, this fool, man. And so he's going to put him where weeping and gnashing of teeth. I don't know what that is. I think, you're weeping and I don't know, gnashing of teeth, whatever that means. I'm just joking. Probably do some study on that later. Here's what I read that for, is because that, look, Jesus is coming back, and throughout all of Christian history, Christians have always lived like he's coming back tomorrow, or today, really. There's this immediate sense that he's always coming back. So we should be prepared. We shouldn't be acting a fool, living sinfully or whatever, but instead that we should, be living holy, prepared at any time that our Master will return.